This is literally the fastest train in all of Astroneer. I bet you want one as well. And actually unlocking it is easier than you probably thought. You can even do it in the early game. So come with me and let's unlock it together. First question on everyone's mind is, how do I start the rail missions? Well, the very first one you'll see is the digging deeper mission. But in order to get to that, you'll need to complete other missions so that this one reveals itself. Now very quickly, this is what you need to complete before you get there. So we've got the missions Planetfall, Astroneer Basics, Breeding Space, Resourcing, Printing Up, Smelteringly Hot and Talking Tungsten. You don't have to remember all of that. Long story short, once you've got your base set up with a printer and anything else you might need, you'll have to craft a smelter and use it to get some tungsten. If you've done all that, you're ready to start the Digging Deeper mission, which as I said is the very first one of the rail missions. Now let's move over to completing the missions. As I said, Digging Deeper is the first one and it requires you to get 3 malachite aka copper. I've already completed that, so the very next one right after that is the Snowpiercer. This requires you to place and activate the peculiar piece on the surface of Glacio. And if you click it right here, it will spawn that piece wherever you are, no matter the planet. But you can only place it on Glacio. So let's go ahead and take it, and I've made a little space for it right here. So I'll activate it. And there we have it, we've completed the mission. We also have a missions log right here, so we can easily get the rewards and complete future missions. Look at that, we got a QTRPG. Now the next one is Wind Up. We have to install 2 medium wind turbines on the logistic depot. So I guess they go on top there. And this is the data log for the terminal, which we are gonna use in future missions. But right now let's get 2 wind turbines. And I'm back with the turbines, so let's go ahead and unpack them right on top. And there we go. The mission is completed, so we should be able to get the rewards. We got some bytes for that. And now the next one is logistical chip. We need to provide 1 exochip to the logistics depot. Luckily we already have some exochips lying around, but where do I place this now? I guess here? Yeah, alright. So we've completed that mission as well. The next one is Back on Track. Now we have to use the data log to request support. So this one's the data log, alright. And we can authorize. I'll make sure to go through all of these, and you can stop the video and read if you want later. But right now let's focus on the missions. This is the transportation manual that you can also use if you need some more insight into the missions. You can feel free to pause the video and read any of these, but you can also read them in your own Astroneer save. Now let's get back to the mission. So the next one is Ingenuity, and we need a rail engine. We've actually got one lying around here, but if you want to craft one, you should know it requires 1 resin, 1 aluminum and 1 copper. So here's the engine, let's go ahead and place it on the rail. There we go. Another mission is completed, and for this we actually get 2 rail cars. So the next one is All Aboard, and for this we need to print a rail post bundle. A rail post requires 1 resin and 1 aluminum, so I'll go ahead and do that. And there we go, we've got it, and the mission is complete. I'll claim this, and we actually get a rail junction as well. The next mission is Reinstallation, so for this we've got to upgrade our compass from here. And there we go. Now if we check the compass, we should have all rail pylons on it. And now we need to connect to at least one of them. And for that we are gonna use the rail post that we just crafted. So let's go in this direction. And here's the pylon. We connected to it and the mission is done. So far it's actually pretty easy, but let's see what we've got to do next. Because I have a feeling this is gonna get a little bit harder. We actually got some more items from the previous missions. But now let's claim this one as well. Oh, and we've got the trade platform. That's cool. Next up, Better Freight Than Never. And we need to get 10 freight modules to the logistics depot. Alright, so for this we are gonna need some extra cards. They gave us 2 cards, but I want to use the max, which is 5 cards behind an engine. So I'll go ahead and get those. Alright, so we've got everything we need here, and I also brought some large storages because we are gonna use these to get all the items we need in one run. So I'll go ahead and attach these to our train. Let's move it a little bit further, so we've got space for the other ones. There we go, we are now fully equipped. You won't need as many cards, using the 2 you just received from the missions should be enough, but I just wanted to go a little bit overboard for this. Actually we need freight modules, so I think those can only fit on this type of thing, so I'll have to remove these for now. Well, we might still use them in the future. I also brought a rail junction bundle and a ton of rail posts, because we are gonna need to go a little bit out of our way maybe in order to get multiple of these. I just found the first one here. So I'll go ahead and place it on the train. And we can carry 5 of these at a time, so we'll have to make 2 trips in order to get 10. And actually we don't really have to get that much out of our way, since there are a ton of them right here next to our base. I don't know if they are supposed to be this common or if I was just lucky finding this many, but why is this one smaller? Do you see that one's smaller? Alright, so we've got 5 of them. I don't know why some are a different size. I hope they all count towards the mission, but we'll see in a second now. Alright, and they just get automatically unloaded on there, it seems. But I think these larger ones are not right for this, no. So we need the smaller ones that are intact. These larger ones are opened and there's nothing inside them. Make sure you get the smaller ones. Those are the ones you actually need for the mission. So I'll go right back and get all 10 that we need. Alright, so that should be all of them. And the mission is complete. We actually got 3 scrap for this mission. I'll just throw them to the side for now. The next mission is called Cooler Runnings, and we're gonna have to transport frozen argon to the depot. We actually need 20 of those. Okay, so now I think we can use these. Alright, so I didn't actually craft them for nothing. I'm gonna show you what frozen argon looks like, but for this we've got to head to the caves. So I'll place a rail junction right here. We can actually turn it around that way. Yeah, much better. So now I'll just dig straight for the caves here. So there we go, we reached the cave layer. Now I'm placing rail posts all the way down there so that we can bring our train into the caves. And as you can see, doing all of this is pretty easy. We can just go ahead and call the nearest car. This should bring our train right to us. And I actually keep on adding these rails throughout the caves. You won't need a lot of them, 1 bundle should suffice for this. And look at that, we found another pylon. And this right here is the frozen argon we need, and we're gonna need 20 of it. So I'll just go ahead and get some. I'll actually call the train all the way here now. And it seems like a lot of the items for these missions are around the pylons, which you can actually see on the compass, so go for those and you'll find all the items you need. But look, the train is right here, so let's place these. And yeah, we actually got 20 spots on the train for these. So I'll just collect 20 of these and then we'll head back up top to complete the mission. So I got 20 of these and we should be able to complete the mission now. Now they are all gonna get automatically unloaded into the depot. In the meantime, I'll go grab some extenders and connect this to the base so we've got more power. That makes the train actually go faster. And we completed the mission. I've also connected this to power. Let's claim our rewards for the mission. We got 1 exochip. And the next one is rubber stamp. And we need to confirm the shipment. Alright, so we go here and press the button. We got a new personal log. I'll also show you all of these at the end of the video. But right now let's focus on this. And we are getting a cool item for this. It's a curious gadget. So this looks like it's another station, but it cannot activate on this planet. So let's see, we actually have to activate this on C.O.L.E. Alright, so I guess we are going for a trip. I'm fully prepared for this. I've got the gadget, got some rails, and I also have a complete set of 1 rail engine, 5 rail cars and 5 large storages. So just like the one we have on here. And luckily we already have a base on C.O.L.E, but you don't need to have one. And we are gonna land next to the base. There we go. Let's flatten out a quick spot here for our train station. And we can go ahead and place it. Just like that. I actually love this animation, it does. Okay, so the mission is completed and we received another QTRTG. Now we've got 2 missions that are automatically tracked. We've got Sunrise and Chipping In. We need to install medium solar panels and provide 2 exochips. I brought the solar panels, so I'll place them up here. And then we'll also need to place the exochips in this slot on the side. Okay, both missions are completed. We are getting bytes for those. And now the next mission is Manifestation. We need to update our compass again. Let's go ahead and do that. And now we've got pylons on the compass as well, so I'm guessing we have to do the same thing. Let's complete this, and we got some rail posts. And yeah, we need to connect to a side pylon. They actually gave us a rail engine as well. And it seems like all of these pylons are in caves, so we'll have to head down. Alright, so I'll just dig down right here. And we'll bring the rail line into the caves. We reached the first layer, but it seems like the pylons are further down. So I'll just grab the rails, bring them here, and then we'll dig further. So there we go, the same way we did it on Glacio. But this time we actually have to dig even deeper, which is exciting. Okay, so now that we are here, let's keep on going down. And I fell to my death. Gotta pay attention to that while digging. But that's okay, we'll just recover everything we need. And since I'm here, let's just connect this to the base as well. There we go. And now we actually have an easy way to get back to our body because we've got the rail set up. But I'm also gonna attach all the cars now. And here we are, we've got all the items back. So there we go, we can now place these safely. I'll actually build a little walkway for myself and oh, I'm getting attacked. Alright, we should be safe now. So yeah, stay cautious in these caves, you never know what can happen. It looks like I found a pylon right here, so let's connect to it. There we go. Let's call the train down here and then we can use it to get back up. And it actually goes so much faster when there's more power going through the train station. It still does have a top speed, so it's no use providing more power. It won't go faster than this. Let's go ahead and claim our rewards for that mission. Got some more bytes. And the next one is just the facts, so we need to get artifacts. Okay, I think I know what those are. So we need to head back into the caves. And again, you'll find them right around the side pylons. So this should be pretty easy, and yeah, there's a ton of them here. We need 10, so let's grab some. In case you didn't know, this is the artifact. And it also has a pretty cool description, so if you want to pause and read that, I suggest you do it. There's really good Astroneer lore in these missions. But I'll actually go ahead and place a junction here, so that we can move the train towards other pylons and get some more of these artifacts. I just called the train, so it should be here any moment now. And here it is, so let's load these up. And we've got 10 of them already. So I'll head back to the top with these and we can complete this mission as well. And I think we are actually getting pretty close to unlocking C.O.L.E, aka the fastest train in Astroneer. So the next couple of missions should be really interesting. There we go, it will unload all 10 of them. And there goes the last one. Mission completed. We are getting 6 scrap for this. And the next one is called They Belong in a Museum. So we need to find and explode an obelisk and then transport 10 shards back to the base. So I guess we'll need dynamite for this. This doesn't tell us on the map where the obelisks are, so we're gonna have to find them on our own. But I suspect they are further down in the caves, and I think they are the tall pink things. So I'll be digging further down and I'll let you know when I find one. And here we are, I finally found them. Actually had to dig a lot deeper. Here's a sped up version of the journey down here. So this is approximately how deep you'll have to dig. But now that we finally found them, let's see. This also has some interesting lore on it. Feel free to pause the video and read it. But can we actually bring these to the base like they are? Nope. So we will have to explode them right here. So I'll head back up and get some dynamite. I'll actually get some of these in a pile so that we can explode them. But yeah, make sure you bring dynamite the first time you come down, or else you're gonna have to go back to the base, like I'm doing right now. I'm back with the dynamite, so let's take these a little bit further from the train, so we don't accidentally explode it. I'll move it back a bit, just to be safe. Now let's see what happens when we detonate these. Are these the shards? Well, I guess. And here's more lore about the missions. So again, feel free to pause and read them. And we need 10 of them, I think. We've got 6, so let's find 4 more. I found 2 more not far from the first ones. Let's explode those as well. And there we go. These should be all the shards we need. So we are good. Let's head back to the train station and unload them. Here we are, back at the train station. And this should just unload automatically. By this point we should be pretty close to unlocking C.O.L.E. So let's collect the rewards for this mission. And we got 3 exochips. And now we've got logbook. We need to use the data log. Alright. Confirm shipment. And here it is, traveling companion. This is the last mission we need to do before getting C.O.L.E. But this requires a lot of resources. First we need an exochip, then an aluminum alloy, a tungsten carbide and copper. I'll go ahead and get all of those and then we'll feed them into the train station. Okay, so I got all of the resources right here, so let's feed them in. 1 exochip, 1 aluminum alloy, 1 tungsten carbide and 1 copper. There we go, that's it. So we can actually claim C.O.L.E. And there we go. Let's unpack him. And look at that smiley face, he's glad we unlocked him. Let's get this train off the rails and see how fast C.O.L.E really is. Look, he's actually emoting. One important thing to note, you will find C.O.L.E in the reclaimable section on any mission log. So you can just recall him, he will despawn from where he was and the new one will get right where you are. So you won't need to carry him from one planet to another. If you've got any sort of mission log, like the one on a landing pad, you can claim him right there. Now I actually want to show you the speed difference. This is the normal rail car. Pretty good speed, I would say. This is at full power. So now let's see what C.O.L.E can do. And I actually tested it right before, and I'm telling you, this thing's fast. So take a look at this. So much faster. From what I've read online, this should be 3 times faster than the normal rail car going at full speed. And his speed doesn't reduce if you place anything on the back of it. So you can have up to 5 carts behind him and he'll still go that fast. One other cool thing about C.O.L.E, he will emote when you dance beside him. So let's see, we can do the lunar slide. And look at that. He liked it. C.O.L.E is a pretty good friend to have. But you know what's better? Clicking that subscribe button below that ensures you never miss an upcoming video. So go ahead and do that, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, Astroneers!